Hello, how's everyone doing? My name is Michelle Hibbs from Magical Creations, and we're going to create a couple things today. I'm just sharing everything in the group right now. And then once I get everything shared, we can go over and talk a little. And get things started. I was supposed to do my live yesterday, and something came up and I wasn't able to do that. So we're doing it tonight. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm still trying to get this into the group, and then I'll tag everyone. And my computer just goes so slow. I'm sorry about that. When I have the streaming program going, everything else goes so slow. But we'll get it. Almost there. Okay. I got that done. We'll head on over here. Excuse me. Like I said, my name is Michelle Hibbs, and welcome to Magical Creation. Um, I have a new fun fold card to create with you this evening. I'm just tying my thing here. It came untied. My apron. There. I have a fun fold card to create with you this evening, as well as a magnetic affirmation card. And we will be using the Filled with Sweetness Sweet Collection, as well as the Made with Sweetness stamp and die set for both of them. I really hope that you enjoy creating with me today. If you're watching this on Facebook, please share this video with your friends. Now let's get busy with the fun stuff. Let me put up a list of the supplies that I will be using, as well as the cutting and scoring dimensions for both. While I'm doing that, you can leave a like on this video to show me that you are here. And if you want, you can leave me a comment telling me where you're watching from. Okay. I guess I missed the screen. There it is. On here you will see all the supplies. All the supplies that I will be using today, as well as the measurements, the cutting and scoring for the fun fold card, as well as the magnetic affirmation card. You can reflect back to this at any time for the dimensions and the cutting and scoring, the measurements. And as well as if you have any question, please reach out to me. I'm here to help. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to go ahead and put this down to my table. So first, we're going to do the card, the greeting card. And we're going to be using the filled with sweetness sweet set. The sweet collection. And this is the stamp set that we'll be using, as well as the dies. There's some really cute dies on here as well. And we're also going to be using the Made with Sweetness stamp set. We're going to be using this little guy here, the little ladybug, and the die that goes with that as well. There's a die that cuts out the little ladybug. So we're going to use that today too, as well as the Stampin' Cut and embossing folder. It's the Lazy Daisy 3D. I don't know if you could, I'm getting a glare. The 3D embossing folder. We're going to use that as well today for this project. So this is the card we're going to make. Right here. It says you are the sweetest. And it has a cute strawberry and a little ladybug. And you open it here. And then it's embossed up top. And then it says thank you. So this is what we're going to make today. And I have everything already pre-cut. And I did actually emboss the paper already. So I will get out the stuff here. Looks like I'm froze. I'll let it catch up. There it goes. So I'll go ahead and get out all the cool stuff for this. first project. We have the base is 4.5. This stuff here. The base is 4.5 by 11, and you score it at 5.5. And then what you do is you cut 2 inches up. You measure 2 inches up, and then you cut over to the score line, and you cut that piece off. And this will be the piece that you cut off right here. And this piece will trim down. That piece will trim down. But save that piece, don't throw it away. So then what you'll do with the base is just fold that and score it. Which I think I folded it. It needs to go this way. Okay. So then it looks like opens like this. So then I took the piece that was cut off the top. We cut that down to 5 3/8, 5 3/8 by 2 1/8. And what I did was I went ahead and ran that through that embossing folder. And I don't know if you can see, but I ran that through the embossing folder earlier, and that turned out really pretty. So we have that piece, and we're gonna adhere that right now to see, you have the top and the bottom. What we want to do is we want to close this, and we want to adhere it to the top. Just like that. Now we have a piece of DSP that is 5 3/8 by 1 7/8, and we're going to put that right here. So let's adhere that there. And I'm using the Tombow liquid glue. I love this glue. And you just put that right on the bottom. So then what we're going to do now is open this up. We're going to do some stamping. And then we're going to do some die cutting because I didn't get all the die cutting done. I wanted to do some with you. And it looks like it froze up again. I don't know what is with this camera. I was waiting for it to unfreeze. I'm sorry that I'm having so much technical difficulties here. But while we're waiting on that, I can let you know that I had a wonderful day. My grandchildren were here, two of my grandchildren, Jade and Amethyst. They are 3 and 2 years old. They came over today and with my daughter, and we colored Easter eggs, and that was really exciting. I don't know what's going on with the camera, but we did do that today. And there we go. There we go. Okay. So now that we're back up and running again, we're going to do some stamping. I've got the Filled with Sweetness, and what we're going to stamp with is the thank you. I think this time, see this card here, I put thank you. But I think on this one that we're making together, I think I'm going to use the love you, oh, I can't talk. Love you very much. I think that's the one we're going to use tonight. I think this set is very, very cute. But yeah, the grandkids came over and we colored Easter eggs. It was very fun. It was the first time that they got to color Easter eggs. And I was quite surprised at how well it turned out. I was surprised. They did a beautiful job and it was fun. So we're going to use the Memento Black, Tuxedo Black ink. And what we're going to do here is make sure I'm doing it the correct way. Tap, tap, tap. And we are going to put this right in the center. Try to center it. Love you very much. No pun intended. There we go. Clean my stamp. And then I want to get the sweet sherbet right here. We're going to use this ink. And we're going to get our little one, because we're going to use the little heart. Tap, tap, tap. Straight down and straight up. I'm going to put a heart on each side of that. Tap, tap, tap. Love you very much. How cute. Yeah, it reminded me a lot of when my kids were young. Coloring Easter eggs. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set this aside. And we need a scrap piece of paper. And I have that right here. And we need to stamp a strawberry. I guess I shouldn't have put this away. The black, the tuxedo black. And we're going to stamp the strawberry. Tap, tap, tap. And we've got a strawberry. And we're going to color that in. And then while we have this, I also want to stamp a little ladybug from the Made with Sweetness stamp set. So we'll get the ladybug. Tap, tap, tap. I'll put a ladybug here. I think we'll do 2 ladybugs. The other one I did 1. The part I made, I put 1 ladybug on it, but I think this one I'm going to use 2. Almost put it in the wrong set. Okay. And while I have this out, let's go ahead and stamp "You're the Sweetest" onto this. I had already cut it out. I already die cut it. Tap, tap, tap. We're just going to put this right here in the center. Straight down and straight up. There you go. You're the sweetest. I really like this set. It has strawberries and blueberries and ladybugs. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to color these. Excuse me. We're going to use the light granny green apple, or sorry, granny apple green. For the stem of the strawberry. It's been a really rainy day today, too. And thundering, lightning, a lot of rain. A lot of flooding. And then we're going to use the light sweet sherbet for the strawberry. So where are you all from? What's the weather like where you're at? I just figure it gives me a reason to create and have fun. It looks like we're backed up again. Boy, oh boy. Well, I'm going to just continue to color until that pops back on. I'm coloring the ladybugs. There we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get the dies for these. I believe this is the ladybug. And I think there's two ladybugs on here. Let me see if this will fit. Yay, there's two of them. Just use a little bit of washi tape and I line them up. Those little ones are a little bit harder for me because my hands and my fingers want to tighten up on me. And it's hard to work with small things. But I manage. And then I want to get the dye for the strawberry. Can't forget the strawberry. So is everyone getting ready for Easter? I know I'm all ready. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to die cut these with the cut and emboss machine. So I'm stamping up. Put this on there. Run that through. One of the kids' toys started playing music out of the blue. That was kind of weird. So we're going to take this washi tape off of this. It peels off really easy. We've got a ladybug. And another ladybug. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put this together. So this was embossed and cut, or sorry, it was die cut. I think her toy is running out of batteries or something because it's keeps playing. Ashley, if you're watching, the toy is possessed. So we're going to put some dimensionals, 2 dimensionals on the back of this, the back of our sentiment. You're the sweetest. And what we're going to do is we are going to center it in the middle like this, like that. And then we're going to, while I have my dimensionals out, I want to put a dimensional in the middle of my strawberry. And a dimensional on on both of my ladybugs. Okay. Now, we're going to get the glue. And what we need to do is, I'm losing the ladybug. Okay. What we need to do is open this up. And I'm going to pull my little mat. So I don't get glue. On my workspace. I'm going to put that underneath there. We're going to open up the card and put that on there like that. And we are just going to put glue on the bottom half of that sentiment. Just on the bottom half of this. It don't take much. And then we're going to flip that over, center it. And glue that down. Like that. See, and there's no glue on the back. Now, if I would have gotten glue, it would have gotten on this mat, and then I wouldn't have gotten glue onto my surface. So I can move that mat now. So now we have this. Now we need to adhere our strawberry and we're going to put the strawberry right here to the side on the bottom. And then we'll take a ladybug and we're going to put a ladybug pop like that. And then I want to put another ladybug. No, maybe right there. think I'm gonna put it right there. So there's the 2 ladybugs. And then I have, if I can find it now. Oh, it's right here, right in front of my face. I have some Ladybug Garden epoxy shapes. And they are so cute. And we are going to take the clear ones. We're going to put one here. And one up top. And one more. We'll put this one right there. And there's our card. What do you think? I think it turned out really pretty. You're the sweetest. Love you very much. So we'll set that aside. That turned out really pretty. I like that. So then we're going to create a magnetic affirmation card. Now, this is what an affirmation card looks like. Let me turn this. Okay. This says don't stop believing. This is just a very basic affirmation card. It has a couple gems on it. And then on the back, it has the magnet. So you can put it on your refrigerator, or if you have a whiteboard that's magnetic. So we're going to make one with the filled with sweetness sweet DSP. Now I did not make one in advance. I did not design one. So we're winging it. But I have an idea in my head what I want to do. So let's go with the base needs to be 5.5 by 4. Let's cut that. Five and a half. By 4. And that's the base. And then you need a layer And I didn't get the paper out yet for that. So let me go get that. We're going to use we'll use strawberry slush. So the layer needs to be 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. Five and a quarter. And then the DSP, we'll figure out which DSP we're going to use. Taking a tour with you around my room. Now, the Filled with Sweetness Suite has a lot of different papers that I really like. And I think I'm going to go with this right here. We're going to go with this paper. My computer or my camera, there it goes. So slow. And then we need 5 by 3 1/2 for the DSP. So we're going to go 5 by 3 1/2. Okay. Well, that's it for the cutting. We're just making a basic affirmation card. And these are the basic size measurements. You have a 5 1/2 by 4 base. And then you have a 5 1/4 by 3 3/4 layer. And then you have a 5 by 3 1/2 DSP. Now you can design this any way you want. This is just how I'm doing it today. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, well, before we do this, I want to show you, if I can find it. Yeah. Today, while my daughter was here, I have a box right here. This box, if it will show it, has full of affirmation that I have in here. And she picked one earlier. While she was here, she picked an affirmation that I will be using for the live. And the affirmation that she picked was, "Today is a great day." That is the affirmation that we'll be working with today. Today is a great day. And today was a great day. And sometimes we need to remember that in our lives, because sometimes we get down in the dumps, and we need to remember that today is a great day. So we're going to take the layer and put it on the base. Center it. And then I'm going to take the DSP, and I'm going to attach this into the middle of that. Now you're probably saying to yourself, boy, that looks really bland and really dull. Like, that don't look fun. Well, I have some fun. We're going to add fun to this. You better believe it, because I did some fussy cutting. And we're going to have fun. Look at all this. And we're going to figure out what we want to put on here. First, let's figure out where we're going to put our affirmation. Let's put it on the top. Right there on the top. But I want to fix. I want to get my. I want to trim this, and I want to fix it. That's kind of off-centered some. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that straight. And then I'm going to pull in my trimmers and thin it out a little bit. I love these affirmation cards. I have tons of them on my refrigerator, and I have a whiteboard that I'm getting, I ordered, and it's magnetic. So I'm going to be able to put I'll be able to put some on there in my office. A little crooked too. Like that. That's a little better. You just cut a line in the middle, and you cut from one corner to the middle of that line to make a little banner. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and pull out. I want to do something with this. Let's go ahead and get blueberry bushel. We're going to get this. I didn't put on the supplies, but I'm just adding it. Blueberry bushel. I'm adding it because I think it would be a great thing to add. Like I said, we're just winging it. So we're just gonna put this along the edge. To give it a little bit of color. Okay. Today is a great day. Now we're gonna close the ink. And get my, okay, what's going on here? Let me go over here and fix this because it looks like my camera shut down. And I'll fix that. I'm sorry. There it is. Let's see. I don't know what is going on here. I guess I could refresh this, but I don't want to mess up the live. I don't know what it would do. Hmm. I don't know. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going to refresh my computer, just the program on my computer. I hope it don't mess up the live that's going on. We'll see. Hmm. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's working. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure what's going on. We'll find out here in a second. I am so sorry. And so horrible. Horrible. Well, it should. Well, I'm gonna see what's going on. I'm not sure what is going on. It says that it's viewing it on there, but not on here. So I'm not sure what is going on, but I'm going to keep going. And wow, I don't know what's going on. Well, we have this today is a great day. And we are going to put the dimensionals on the back of that. Going to put 3 dimensionals on the back of that. I guess what I'll do is if worst comes to worst and this don't come on, then what I could do is just take a picture of the card. That is the card so far. I put um the affirmation up top. Now we're going to take oh boy, I don't know what to do. I guess I'll just show you step by step what I'm doing on my other camera. Let me, no. Then I have all these other little pieces. I'm gonna stay positive here and that this will come on. I have some lemon curd and strawberry preserves. And I have some blueberries. I have some honey. Everybody loves little honey bears. And I have a bow to put on it. I'll put the bow in the corner. It's a big bow, but it's cute. So for the bow, I'm going to use this. I have no idea what is going on, and I feel really bad. I wish I knew. I think what I'm going to do is this is really bothering me. I'm going to remove that and then re-add it and see if that helps. Okay, I removed that camera. Now I'm going to re-add it and see if that helps. Because it's really bothering me that you can't see what I'm doing. It just makes no sense. Okay. Add. Well, hopefully this will work because it added it. If this works, I'm going to be so happy. Let's see. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Makes me want to scream. Well, you guys, what I think I'm going to have to do is restart the live at this point because my camera situation is not working. And I don't want to finish this project without you being able to see everything that is going on. So I am going to stop this live and I'm going to restart. So with that said, I'll be right back. Okay. Bye.